Hey guys, today we're going to be looking at the new PTB build. Before we get started, I have a Twitch. It's in the description. I go live a lot of days. I've been busy with work a little recently, so it might be a little up in the air, but if you join my Discord, which is also in the description, you'll know when I go live. Big thing is Freddy, and there's some other updates in here. Settings menu, replace all checkboxes with text-based steppers. I don't know what that is. HUD. I think the big one is the madness levels now have a distinct visual for each level. Plague improved sickness meter texture for colors for colorblind players. That's always nice. Nightmare increased brightness for Dream World. I wonder if that means that it still takes 100 FPS off the game. Ghostface increased contrast. Goldwyn Farm Map has a visual update. I think that's the big one here. Doctor update. Optimization of Doctor VFX to improve performance. Reduce intensity of the glitch and madness scream effect. I know people were saying that anyone who had light sensitivity would have triggering effects on that. Okay, Trickster. Increase movement speed while in the throw state and while actively throwing blades. Let me make this a little bigger. Decrease the recoil intensity and angle variation while throwing blades. Yeah, that's good. Having that, having that like screen shake, I guess, and like the recoil made throwing blades a lot like less fun. Remove the spread. Decrease the wind-up time. Increase the blade wind-down time. Increase the time before the laceration meter begins decaying. Increased main event movement speed. Decrease showstopper's cooldown. That's helpful. I don't know if this will be amazing. Maybe he'll just be better to play in general. I'm not sure if this fixes anything because he's still a 4.4. Trickster add-ons decrease the effects of movement speed add-ons to account for the baseline movement speed. Okay. That's good. A lot of the one of the problems was like you walk really slow as a Trickster. Twins. Charlotte can now rotate while waking up. Oh no. Victor's failed pounce is 5 seconds. Okay, so it happened to me in stream one time where I was going against the Victor and he missed his jump and I tried to go kick him, and the time that like I had to go like walk to him to try and kick him, he was backing up already and then I got downed. So a good change to see. Silencing cloth, I don't know what that is. Maybe demogorgon update. Let's see. First the upside down cooldown was 10 seconds to 14. From 14 to 10. Undetectable. He still he still screams. So, I mean, maybe that's good. All the add-ons, I don't play him. Let's see, Nightmare. This was a big one. Move speed now adjusted to 4 while charging a Dream Snare. What was it? What was it before? I've never played Freddy, but was it 4.2 or 4.4 before? Let's see. Dream Snare charges was 8, now 5. Okay, maybe a little less snares and fake pallets around the map. Maybe this dream pallet thing might not be good with the new game and the newer maps being implemented because they do have those like 25 to 30 pallets. Using clock wake up prevents going to sleep for 30 seconds. This effect includes when getting hit by Freddy. I mean, that's good, but whenever I played against the Freddy, I would always just kind of wake up my teammates or stay in the dream state. I feel like there was always a lot of pressure on the gens to be able to go and like actually do stuff that isn't waking up on the clock. Maybe this will be more incentive to use a clock. Add a new killer power visual behind the survivor portraits to indicate 30-second sleep immunity timer. Okay. when a gate is open, the entity blocks it for sleeping survivors for 10 seconds. I feel like this is going to be killing a lot of people. If this isn't, I don't think this is an updated change. I think this is like a new change. Like, if that's going to kill a lot of people. Jump rope. While survivors are in the dream world, the sounds of their grunts of pain are 50% louder. That sounds just annoying as a survivor. That sounds pretty good for Freddy. Outdoor rope. While survivors are in dream world, the sounds of their generator repairs can be heard from 8 meters further away. Again, that sounds really good for Freddy. Swing chains. Survivors in the dream world, the sounds of their footsteps are 50% louder. Also good. Huntress add-on pass. Okay, so the big one here, before I even look at anything, the iridescent head prevents carrying more than one hatchet. The thing to do was to have an iridescent head, and then you would have another add-on to have more than one. So now this is going to prevent those games where you have a huntress running at you and just walking with her hatchet up until you stand still for a second. Because having the iridescent head is so lame. The game turns into such an unfun time. Okay, Barris Toxin becomes yellow cloth. 10% hatchet flight speed. I don't know if hatchet flight speed was like a problem ever, because you never really throw hatchets from like more than not far away. I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing. I mean, that's an interesting effect. I don't know how it's gonna be seen in the game, but I don't know if hatchet speed was ever really a problem. Grunts of pain from hit targets are increased by 50% until they are fully healed. Again, not amazing. Blindness. Leather loop now rare. Deerskin gloves now rare. Fine stone becomes weighted head. Hit target suffers from incapacitated for 10 seconds. Undetectable for 10 seconds after reloading. Not very amazing. UC concoction. 20% hatchet flight speed. So can you can get 30% more flight speed? I don't like it. Is 30% enough to turn her hatchets into bullets? Now ultra rare. Huntress moves to 4.6 when she has no hatchet. That's pretty good. Maybe pungent Fiali with iridescent head would be pretty good. Like if you miss your one hatchet, then you're just a 4.6 mouse 1 killer. Venomous concoction. Now it inflicts exhausted for 5 seconds was 90 seconds. Big nerf. Big nerf. That was her best. By far her best add-on. The exhaustion one was the one that you look for in every single tree, like every single blood web that you could get. You looked for the venomous concoction. I'm not sure if that was new, but I just remember the thing. It looks like a snake. That's it. Live design, let's see. The most significant live design change in this update is the change to the survivors' hook struggle inputs. One of the motivating factors behind this update was to reduce the number of inputs per second in order to make the game more accessible to RSI sufferers. After the release of this mechanic, Executioner's Cage and its positive reception by the community, we felt confident making the change more broadly for all sacrifice struggles. If you haven't seen it, instead of having a spam button, the hooks are now like the Executioner cages, and they will be timed skill checks. Input for any 2 skill checks. Instantly complete the sacrifice. Repairing while using a toolbox now increases the odds of getting a skill check by 5 times was 2 times. That's good for that new survivor perk. Fast track. Yeah, fast track. So maybe, because I would always use fast track with a toolbox, and I would never ever get enough skill checks to be able to hit the great one. When the hatch is opened by the key, it remains open for 10 seconds. It was 30 seconds. That's very specific, but that's good, I guess. So like you don't have like the key is just an annoying thing to have. Going against like a killer. Small game, gain tokens for each totem any survivor cleanses. Tokens reduce cone size. What? So, small game now has like a counter. Small gain, gain tokens for each totem any survivor cleanses. Tokens reduce cone size no longer triggers the totem you're currently cleansing. This was the thing that's not in the. This isn't listed, but the big thing for small game was that it was you have like a counter for the total number of totems on the map, and then it doesn't track killer add-ons anymore, so it's only totems. Small game is like a really good item to, or a really good add-on to have if you just want to be a totem cleanser all game. Lucky Break now hides scratch marks as well. Duration reduced to 70, 80, 90. This is like one of the more crazy changes, because like now you don't have any blood or scratch marks for 90 seconds after getting hurt. So that's meta changing. Soul Guard now has 30-second cooldown between activations. Open-handed. Borrowed Time no longer requires hiding in the terror radius to trigger, or being in the terror radius to trigger. Duration of enduring status reduced to 10, 8, 12. I think that's down from like 9, 12, 15. But that's really good. So you can't. What would happen is like I didn't know sometimes when my borrowed time wouldn't go off. I would be like, oh, why did my borrowed time go off? It's because killers would wait outside of the terror radius of the hooked survivor, and then they would run into it as soon as you. This may have just been like a select number of games, but like they would run into it after you've unhooked them, so you wouldn't get the borrowed time. Now you get it no matter what, so even if somebody's charging into you, like you'll still get that 12 seconds of borrowed time. So Object of Obsession, so now you get the 2, 4, 6 bonus at any time, and now you're able to track the killer, deduce which R rating perks the killer is using, and attract the killer and then sneak away before they can get there. Yeah. Anytime your R is revealed to the killer, their R is revealed to you, and you get a 2, 4, 6 bonus to healing, repairing, and chasing cleansing speed. If you're the exception, you get every 30 seconds you get revealed to the killer for 3. Let's see. This is the new update to Coldwind Farm. I think right here I'll put in the pictures. It looks really nice. I wonder how that'll be for having to render all that corn. Okay, so that's it. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and check the description of this video for my Twitch and Discord information so that you can know when I go live. Thanks for watching. See you next time.